welcome back. I really wanted today's video to be just super laid back. I haven't done a video like this in so long. We're gonna be just sharing like a thrifted find haul, and I've thrifted a lot of stuff over the past several months, especially since the last video. It's probably been like a year since I've done a video like this, but I really wanted to be more informal. I wanted to just like sit down, drink my Red Bull, don't judge me. And I've got a blanket on the ground. I'm in the sunroom. It's actually really hot in here. And gather some of my favorite things that I've thrifted over the last like few months and share them with you guys. The only problem is I don't remember the price of everything that I got, but I'm gonna do my best to try to estimate around what I spent on it. I'm pretty cheap, so there's nothing that I spent too much on. And if it was expensive, I remember the price because, like I said, I'm kind of cheap. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna start showing you guys some of the different things that I found, and I hope you guys really like it. I got some really good stuff, so I'm excited to share. Okay, so first up, I always look for picture frames. That's kind of one of the main things that I look for because you can get them for so inexpensive. And then, as you guys know, I shared it so many times. I have so many videos on it, so most of you know, but if you don't, I'll link one so that you can go back and look if you're wondering how to fill like thrifted frames with vintage style artwork. So anyway, I always love it when I actually find one that I like the photo in. So I was really excited when I found this teeny tiny little landscape in like a beautiful gold ornate frame. This frame is just plastic, but even still, I think it's such a cute little piece of art. I love having small things like this to use. Like currently I'm using this in my china cabinet. I feel like sometimes you just need bookshelves, china cabinets, like shelving, just in general, you need smaller things. So I'm always really excited when I find little things like this. This one was $3. I got this at a garage sale. Along with that, I got this little lady, and when I put this too close to the camera, you're seeing a glare. So I'll try to give you an up close shot, but I believe this one was like $1. Maybe $2, but I think it was like $1. Anyways, I'm actually really into vintage portraits. There's something like kind of creepy about them. If you guys don't know, I love Halloween. I just love like a little creep factor. Not like a lot, like a little creep factor in my house. So anyways, I thought she was really cute. She hangs in our hallway that we're actually doing a makeover on right now. I've been telling you guys about the hallway makeover video. It's taken a little longer than expected. Jameson had his 3rd birthday party, which I did a whole lot of things for. You can go over to Instagram if you want to see like what I'm doing more frequently. YouTube, the longer videos take me a little bit longer to film, edit, all that stuff. So you can check there if you want to kind of see what I'm up to more frequently. But, oh, here we go. Here she is. She looks so miserable, doesn't she? Anyway, I have her hanging in the hallway with Van Gogh. The Van Gogh painting that actually a lot of you guys have liked and purchased. So I'll also link him down below if you want to purchase him. But it's a printable, and everybody really, like, it's a nice moody portrait that has like, it's kind of creepy, like he's always looking at you. And speaking of kind of creepy lady portraits, I also picked up this one, and she is also, I don't know, she has a little bit of a smile on. But this one I also liked because of the distressing on the side, and I liked that it was just round and a portrait. Yeah, I think she's also really cool. And she cost me $2. I still have the tag on her. So this one and this one are both living in my china cabinet right now. Perfect for shelving, china cabinets, any smaller spaces that you need to kind of layer and add some interest to. Little frames are great for that. Up next, this one needs some DIYing. So I haven't done anything to it yet, but it was a good find. It's a nice like ornate shelf. It's kind of this champagne color. I do plan to paint it. It's actually like a foam, I think, or it might have, it's got some kind of like coating on the outside. I don't know what it is. It's super lightweight, like it literally weighs nothing, which is probably why I got it for $1. I don't love the like metallic-y look about it, but I think what I'll probably do with this is spray paint this in the same color of the wall. So either white, or I could do it on a black wall, because I also have some walls that are black, and just have it kind of blend in with the wall to hold things, create like, I don't know, put a little picture on it or something. I thought for $1, it was just really cool. I love ornate looking things. Anyway, this was a super cool one, $1. I got a set of these 2 candle holders at a garage sale. I know that a lot of people think these are super gaudy, but I love brass crystal chandeliers. Like, that is my vibe through and through. So it is a little bit bulky for a candle holder. I typically go for something a little bit more dainty, but I have found that I actually really like this in my china cabinet, one kind of on each side, just to kind of bring that look inside of my china cabinet, because I do have a crystal brass chandelier in the dining room. So I love it used as that. I also got it with, this came with it. And it's basically the same thing, but it has this like crystal bowl on top of it. Not real crystal, I'm sure. I am not really sure what to do with the bowl. I think people put fruit in these. It's pretty flat. I have no idea. If you know what people do with these, put it down in the comments below. I guess you could also do like potpourri or something in it, but I just haven't thought of anything that I would like the look of in it, and it's definitely too shallow to do any kind of like plant or anything. I guess you could do some like faux greenery in it if you wanted to, but anyways, if you have ideas, leave it down in the comments for me. I believe that I got all of it, the 2 candle holders and this, for like $10, I think. If it wasn't $10, then I spent like $5 on it. It was less. It was $10 or less for all 3 pieces. I actually didn't see any like markings or anything on these, so I don't really know. But they have like a faux marble base, which is cool. So we went to a vintage market. It's called Vintage Market Days, and they have it, I want to say like 3 times a year here. I find that there's a lot less antiques there now, and more so there's a lot of like handmade items, but there was one booth in particular that had a lot of like kind of vintage and antique finds. So I got these set of teapots. Of course, the brass I love. A lot of you also know that my mom collected vintage teapots. She recently passed a few months ago. And so I think we went to this vintage market really pretty soon after her passing. And when I saw these, I was like, I have to have those. Because I feel like they're just like a mix of my style, but also it was something that like symbolizes my mom for me. And so I will be filling my house with a lot of teapots. So anyways, I did use this in my tribute video where I did like a spring tablescape for her. And yeah, I just think they're really pretty. There's nothing like, I don't know, nothing like super special about them, but I just think the brass is really pretty on them. And of course, I just love that it's a teapot. I want to say, for the 2 of these, what did I spend on all of this? I'm gonna tell you what I think I spent total at the vintage market, because I got them all at the same booth. So these, and then also these 2 candle holders, which I love these. These are some of my favorite finds that I've ever gotten. Let me take the little candle out, which, you know, there's always like old wax in there. But these are really, really cool because they have like this floral, leafy kind of look about them. I just love how it looks like it's like a little flower. I just think it's so beautiful and like dainty. And this came as a set. So I got this guy and this little teeny guy, which is just like kind of what the top of that one looks like, the top and the base. So yeah, I want to say that for all 4 of these items, I spent around $25. So can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was around there. I want to say that it was around like 10 for both sets, for each set, the candle holders, and 10 for the, and then like maybe tax. So it might have been a little less than 25, but I love the brass. I love that these were just like unique items. I haven't found any other candle holders like this, but if I do, I will be picking them up because they're some of my favorites and I really wish I had more of them. Up next at a garage sale, this was actually a pretty recent find. I got several frames. This one was $1, and it's cool because you can see the little pins that are like actually holding this in place. This is actually like a wooden frame. So it does seem like it's a little bit older to me, but I don't know. And I love black and gold together, but I feel like it makes it look a little less old being black and gold like that, but I also kind of like the way it looks. So I really haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this. The contrast is pretty like heavy on it. Maybe I'll try to like antique these up a bit. I don't know. I really Okay, I'm just now realizing these are actually like a tin, like a metal, which is super cool on this wooden frame. So anyway, I don't know, it was $1. I just collect frames whenever I see them, especially really cool ones. And I love that this one has like the tin. I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy, but we like him. I kind of have the heebie-jeebies because there was just a spider on these, but I think I rid myself of him, so I think it's okay. I also got these two. These were a set. These are, I should have measured them. Did they say? Yeah, so this is a 16 by 20. It's an old wood frame. Just like a big, nice wooden frame. So I guess I could technically say this was 50 cents. Its other half. So that one didn't come with any mounting or with glass or anything. Half the time I take the glass out, so that doesn't really bother me. So this one is a really pretty, just like golden, it's like painted gold wooden frame. Again, this one I can tell is old, and it actually does have the glass, which I know it's reflecting like crazy, so that's why I take the glass out half the time anyway. But the two of these were $1, which is such a good deal. So I just collect them when I see them at good prices. I don't have anywhere specifically that I want these right now. Okay, this one's definitely bigger than 16 by 20. Now that I'm looking at it, because this one behind is 16 by 20, so this one's definitely bigger. But up next is this trunk that I got. What I love so much about this is the brass accents, the nail head pins, and the leather detailing. The combination is masculine, but still really, really beautiful. It looks blue in some lighting, but it's actually like a black. And yeah, it's just a nice old trunk. A lot of times when I find trunks, they're like weird on the inside. This one is not. It's totally good to go, but it does have some screws and things and like some little holes and stuff. I've been wanting to get one of these for Jameson's room though, and actually like putting those little soft close devices on the inside so that he could use it as a toy box. I worry a little bit with anything that has metal on it that it could have some like sharp area, and so I just haven't done it yet. This one actually might not be a terrible one to do that with, other than the screws on the inside. So right now I'm using it in our living room, but it may eventually go into his room as a toy box. 25 bucks for this little steamer trunk. And I know you've been seeing this in the background, so I'm sure you're wondering, is this part of the thrift haul? It is. I got this original painting. It's signed W. Ferry on it. I have no idea who the artist is, if this is worth anything. It's worth something to me. I love it. It's like an original painting on a canvas that has been professionally framed. It's huge, and I got it for $30. The gal who sold it to me said that it was actually gifted to them from a guy, actually a pretty wealthy guy, and so she said, I have no idea what the like value of it is. It actually might really be worth something. I just didn't have space for it anymore, and here it is. So we're gonna put this over the couch. Hopefully I've got it hung so I can show you some shots of that here soon. But $30 is unbeatable. And I don't even think I realized until I got it home just how big it was. Actually, I take that back. When I had to get it out of my car by myself, that's when I realized how big it was. I also wanted to share with you a beautiful antique table that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. It was, I believe, was it 40 or 70? I'm really bad at remembering these things, but it's genuinely an antique. It's actually in really great condition. Beautiful wood tone. I love the legs on it and just the shape of it. And then there's actually this kind of like cool cut glass piece that was added later. It's not part of the original table, but it was added later as like a protective glass over the top of the table, and it's been etched with like a checkered board. So I just think it's a really cool little piece, and I will say the one thing about that piece was it smelled like cigarette smoke so bad. I have had that happen with a couple of things that I found, and typically what I find is best is to leave it. I do it in our sunroom a lot of times. Like I'll clean it up really good, soap and water. I think I also used like a conditioning oil on that one that was scented, and I let it sit in our sunroom for probably 2 to 4 weeks. Like it was in here for a while just to let it air out, and the smell is completely gone. But I do know sometimes it's really hard to get smoke smell out of things. We were a little like, ooh, when we got that table, and it smelled really stinky, but It cleaned up beautifully and I just love having it. Like I think it's just like one of those things that I'll have forever. It's just a beautiful like antique that's been really well taken care of. So literally finished filming this video a couple of days ago and I just realized that there is something that I forgot. I still had B-roll to shoot, so my setup is still going on. It doesn't all live here, but there is a thrift find that I can't believe I forgot to share with you guys. So this is a little door knocker. It's teeny tiny. You can see it's like small, but a little brass door knocker. Okay, what is so cool about this is that we have one almost identical to it on our powder room door downstairs. It's like one of those just like quirky old home things that I love that we have. And while I'm not sure if it's original to the house or not, I like to believe that it is. So when I saw this out, I was just like, that is so cool. Okay, I couldn't find much about it. They seem to be pretty rare. It definitely appears to be older. They are etched, and then it also says on the back, India back here, so I'm guessing that's where it was made. So yeah, how cool is that? So my plan is to put this one upstairs on our bathroom door. I just feel like that's such a cool thing to be able to like, I don't know, carry upstairs. It was only $4. I was able to find one online. I don't even remember if it was already sold or if it was for sale, but I think they had it priced around 30 bucks. So I think good deal for $4, and it matches the one we already have. They're almost identical. I'm gonna show you what the one we already have looks like so that you can see. I'll hold them up next to each other. But anyway, I had to throw that in there. If you wanna check out more of my thrifted finds, watch this video here, and we'll see you in a new video very soon. Bye.